What's going on out there, good people? It is your boy Look Around with LMD Trading, and we are back at it again, coming from the trading floor of LMD Trading. Hope everybody out there had a good day in the market. If you are trading in the market, today was a fairly good Monday in the market. It was a happy Monday. Took about 6 or 7 trades this morning. Closed P&L on the day 142.45, and we were done in about the first 30 minutes of the market. Ended up sitting around for another hour, took 2 more trades, and we were done. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna pull up TRADERVUE real quick. Let's get through this very quick. Just want to take a look at the details. Reviewing trades Monday, November 7th. We took 7 trades in fact. Closed P&L 142.45. First trade. We got in this trade pre-market on small size. Got in at 926. 30 shares. Made 1935 off of it. You see this one. We took this order 23 seconds into the market. Actually had this order in the system before the market opened. EQT. Risking $100. We basically made 1 R on that trade. We came back. We traded EQT again. This time not risking $100. Risking smaller size. Traded CRK 2 times. This flat trade right there hurts. We'll look at that on the video. This trade right here kind of hurts. We'll look at that on the video. And then ADPT, we traded off video and made a few bucks on that one. ADPT was one of the stocks that I had on my swing ideas list. This thing kind of peekaboo and just failed. I kept an eye on it, and I took 2 shorts on that one. So let's look at 3 of these real quick. Let's look at EQT. Look at this. Got in right there. You're not going to really see anything because this was entered into pre-market. So you can't really see where my stop was at. But got out right there for 1 R. Not sure if we would have got 2 R right there. Possibly. But look at what this thing just did the rest of the morning. I wasn't really too impressed with my watch list this morning, so I was just trying to get some profits locked in. A lot of times that can kind of cost you. CRX or CRK got in right there, stopped down there, got scared out of this trade. Look at what that thing did. That's 2 R in that move. This one we weren't in full size on though, so that wasn't a full position. And then let's look at these here. All 3 of these trades that we got out of were money trades. I'm going to change this to the 1 minute real quick. This one here I took not off of a professional trading strategies pattern. Took this off of something that I had been working on, which is a 9 moving average pullback. So it pulled back to the 9 moving average. I'm going to get in. And I'm going to make my stop equivalent to the average of a few of these candles. So if I take these candles just visually, and the average is about 15 cents, I'm going to put my stop up on the top for 15 cents. This is how I trade options on the SPY. But we got in right there. Look at what this thing did. Man, look at how much we left on the table. That one we was only risking like $10 on that one. But left good money on the table on pretty much everything that we traded this morning. You notice we only had 1 red trade, that one there, that ADPT. Stop was set to break even. Hot slippage. Got right back in. Risking, I want to say risking like 10 bucks. We were over 2 R right there, but trying to squeeze out what we can. Went 2 minute bar by bar. And that was it. But let's go ahead. Let's get the video pulled up. Let's kind of take a peek at these trades real quick, and we're gonna get out of here. First one here, let's get the video started. You see I already have brackets set in. It's about 9:29 right now. And we got brackets set in for this order. And let's go ahead and speed it up. So we get triggered in. Kind of goes against us off the open, but no worries. Come over and I look at Vero. Like I said, I took this one pre-market. This was the pre-market chart. Pause it real quick. I took this off of this little 5-minute buy setup pre-market. So got in right up in there. Once this was working, I was like, let me go ahead. You see I got some lines marked on the chart. Vero is a very whippy stock. You can kind of tell by the candles. So once it got up to that area, I was like, okay, let me go ahead and let me just try to lock that profit in. So I come back and I see EQT is running. Right now we're up $82. So I'm like, let me lock in a half R. Again, not super confident in what the market is going to do this morning. So I am just trying to lock in profits. So lock in a half R. Next lock is going to be when this thing breaks over 1R and makes a move up. So you'll see that here in a second. It's going to kind of keep pushing. When it makes a good little push that gives me enough time to get my stop up, I go ahead and move it up. May not necessarily be the best idea, but it was the idea at the time. So right now we're up 125. That's going to give me time to get over here and get my stop up to 1R. So we got 1R locked in right now. And you see just how quick that thing came back, smacked us, stops us out. We make 95 on the trade. So come back, I'm looking at Vero. Vero has broken that area. Now the thing was, look where I'm trying to set my stop at, inside of it. What I should have did was just put it right below there. Even though we do see it breaks below. Possibly could have, oh wow, nope, it broke way below it. So I guess that was a good move to go up there and just try to lock in that 25. But that was Vero. We'll keep scrolling. So I come back to EQT and I'm like, man, first of all, why did I get out of that like that? Even though I did make the 1R, but I see this little 3-bar play forming. So I go in, I put another order in the system. Watch what this thing does. Technically, you see the little tail right there on that green candle? If this candle breaks below it, it kind of invalidates the 3-bar play. But watch what this thing does. So it's right at it, boom, it breaks below it. I was about to take this order out of the system because of that. But then I saw it leaving this nice bottoming tail. So I'm like, okay. And look at the 5-minute. The 5-minute was setting up good, but the 5-minute had like 4 minutes left before that candle right there would close out. So I leave the order in the system. Go ahead, speed it up. Boom. We see it triggers me in. And because it wasn't going to get that 5-minute, I go ahead, I get my stop up to break even. Let's look at this one. We got 30-cent stop. We took 160 shares. So we're risking about $50 on this one. We're risking about $50. Let me find a sheet real quick. So 30 cents, 167. Yep, so we're risking about $50 on this one. So had the opportunity to lock in like a half R. But it's moving. It's working. Probably could have let this one work with the stop at break even. Let's see what it does. I'm going to go ahead and scroll it up. We're just trying to lock money in. like I said, this is one that I probably could have just left at break even and just let it work. So I come over to Costco. A lot of people had Costco on their list to go short this morning, myself included, Evan, Jared at Live Traders. Sometimes you got it on your list to do something and then the stock just does what it wants to do. And that's why we look for areas to get into the trade. So just because it's on my watch list don't necessarily mean I'm going to trade it. But that one goes against us. Let's keep a look at this thing. Let's keep going. Keep going. Let's see, what's the next one? 950. So we got a good little minute. Here we go. So this hurt. This is probably the trade that hurt the most this morning. It's kind of consolidating on the 2 minute, kind of range trading on the 1 minute, and kind of consolidating or maybe flagging on the 5 minute. So decent. It looks decent across all of the charts. Got the order in for the break. Stop is at the bottom. That looks good. 30-cent stop, 100 shares. This is risking $30. So we're risking $30 on that trade. Let's go ahead. You see, I end up widening. So I cancel my order with 100 shares. I give this a little bit more room and I go 80 shares. So 30 times 80. Now we're risking $24. So risking $24 on this trade. Let's go ahead. Boom, it triggers us in. Now I'm back looking for new ideas. So let's keep scrolling till we can get back to it. Like I said, looking for new ideas. It's good, just kind of flirting around the entry. Now, go ahead, pause it. You see I brought my stop to break even. Got to stop to break even. And the reason that I did that, my thought on this was, it has broke $20. It's at $20.04 right now. So my thinking is this needs to hold $20. If it doesn't hold $20, it's got a good chance of failing. Has a good chance of failing. But what I didn't notice, look at the 10 minute. The 10 minute has a perfect 3-bar play. Had I saw this 3-bar play up here, because this is not what I took the trade on. I took it on this little consolidation and this little flag right here. This would have outweighed this not holding $20. So I'll go ahead, start it back up. So you pretty much know what's going to happen. Stop set to break even. It's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. There go that $20. It's fighting to hold. It's fighting to hold. And the sellers have their way and kind of push this back down. Something that Evan mentioned, because Evan took this same trade and he kind of managed it the same way. Something that he mentioned that I didn't catch. Look at the volume on that 1 minute candle right there. That thing had massive volume, not quite high of day volume. That was on the first candle of the morning, but this one still had good volume that pushed this up. Another thing that would have kept me in the trade, because look at the volume in that red candle. That red candle was almost the same size with maybe a quarter of the volume. So this is the stuff that you gotta kind of have to look for once you in the trade. Kind of evaluate it and say, okay, first of all, I gotta look for reasons not to take the trade. Didn't really find any reasons not to take the trade, so I am in the trade. Now, let me manage it out the way that I need to manage it out. So that one wasn't really managed out that well. So, because I noticed that I didn't manage it quite well, watch what I do. So I look at that candle. That candle's 20 cents. So that's a 20-cent candle. Let's see what we do. 25 cents. We'll give it 5 cents. 50 cents. That's good. Let's see how many shares we're going to buy. 85 shares. So we're still risking under $25. 100 shares would have been risking 25. But we kind of see the error in our ways. We go back in it. Boom. Triggers us in. I'm worried. I'm like, uh-oh, maybe that was a bad mistake. Let's kind of scroll it through. Let's look at that. That's Vero. Remember, we got out of Vero right here. Look at what that thing did the rest of the day. That's up $2 on 30 shares. That's $60. $60 that we left on the table on that one. Looking at Carvana. Let's keep scrolling. Again, that's the beauty of having the brackets in the order. I don't necessarily have to worry about it once I'm in an order. I can go looking for other ideas. I don't have to kind of babysit it. But we see CRK is kind of trying to move. Let's keep watching. Meta did good today. Let's go back. CRK, it looks like it's going to fail that $20 again. Stops us out. Like I said, still not paying attention to this 3-bar play. Man, we were in right there. So this would have been up like 1R off of that first one. So yeah, just poor management on CRK. Poor management. But overall, I'm content in the way that I traded. Like I said, the last 2 trades that we took or that I took, I did not, I didn't record those. They were just little small positions. But here we see it was 10:05. I was done. Not bad. That wasn't really a bad morning. We made about 132, not including that ADP trade. So good solid morning. I was content with that. I was fairly content. I think we'll wrap it up right there. As always, thanks for checking me out over here at LMD Trading. If you haven't already hit the like button, please do so. We greatly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. This is what we do every morning. Looking for good trades. And if we find them, we get in them. And once we in them, we still need to work on that management. Because we're not losing money in excess, but we are not making the full potential of the trades once we are in them. So that's something I need to work on. That's something that I battle with every day in this market, primarily because this market is so wishy-washy right now. But definitely go ahead and subscribe if you're so inclined. As always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. How did y'all do out there today? What are y'all thoughts on this market? Initially, I thought that the SPY might be headed back higher. Kind of not sure now. I want to see it over 379 to possibly look for some action to the upside. So on that note, I'm gonna wrap this up. Hope y'all enjoyed the recap. As always, we'll see you next time. Peace.